Being out here is not cheap. Rent is not cheap. Furniture shopping is not cheap. Decorations, food is not cheap. Water bills are not cheap. Cable, Wi-Fi. There's just so much that goes into living on your own. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Michelle here. If you are new here, hey, welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join this family here. I am actually very excited to sit down and address this topic. Looking back, I would have never seen myself sitting here making a video like this, you guys. I have grown to understand that living alone can be one of the most liberating experiences in this life, okay? Wow. This video is for that person who wants to move out, but is contemplating on if they should or not. So this video is not for everybody. Moving out is not simple. Moving out is not easy. There are so many factors that contribute to making that decision to move out. So this video is for that person who needs just a little bit more convincing. So before I start talking about the 7 reasons why moving out is a great idea, especially in your 20s, I do want to address the elephant in the room. I feel like a lot of people think that living alone and feeling lonely are synonymous, and it is far from the truth. Feeling lonely while living by yourself is truly contingent on the individual. I feel like personalities play a major role in this. You can say, oh, this person is an introvert, this is why they like living by themselves. I'm an extroverted introvert, okay? So if I can live by myself and not feel lonely, I feel like anybody can do this. But like I said, it's really contingent on the individual. There's a whole lot of extroverts who are living by themselves and they're thriving living by themselves. But you will truly never know what this experience could feel like unless you actually take that leap of faith to do it. It is a risky move living by yourself. But before we get into this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, like this video for me. I also want you guys to interact with me in the comments because I really want to know your thoughts on my 7 reasons why moving out is a great idea, especially in your 20s. Let's get into the video. All right, so reason number 1, you will find fulfillment. You guys, I cannot even describe this feeling. I feel like a lot of us women celebrate major milestones like getting married, graduating, stuff like that as like the really huge accomplishments, which they are. But I feel like being out here on your own also deserves to be appreciated because it is such a big move. It is actually empowering to know that you are able to live on your own and your happiness is not contingent on another individual. So as an African woman, as a Ghanaian American, traditionally we wait in our parents' house until our husband comes and collects us from our parents' house into our marital home. That is when we move out. You know, it's not typical to see an African woman, you know, moving out of their parents' house just because they feel like it. If it's not because of marriage, if it's not because of a job, if it's not because of school, you will not see this. But these days, I am so happy I'm seeing so many young women making this move. Like, it's a great time to be alive. So drawing on marriage, a lot of women wait until that moment before they start living on their own or start experiencing living on their own. And there's nothing wrong with that if you so desire it, but I feel like that shouldn't be the reason why you're still in your parents' house if you truly desire to move out. You don't want to live there because you are waiting for the day that your husband will come and you'll get married so that you can leave your house. Like, that used to be my mindset. I never thought I could be out here on my own. I never thought this was possible for me because I wouldn't allow my mind to just surpass my traditional views on things. But there's really nothing wrong with a young woman moving out and starting a life by herself without the need for a husband, without a need for a man coming into their lives in order for them to create that life for themselves. So number 2, you have the freedom in pursuing what you are passionate about. You feel a sense of leadership, therefore you are empowered to tackle your passions head on. So with this level of freedom, distractions are limited because you are in the space yourself. You don't have roommates, you don't have parents, you don't have other things distracting you. You are in tunnel vision when you are in a space by yourself. You have literally limited people from distracting you or from them getting in your way. Living alone gives you the confidence to pursue your passions, because I feel like in a day you get to accomplish so many little things on your own. So therefore the bigger goals seem easily attainable because you know that you are able to do this. You know that, Michelle, you're able to take care of yourself. Why can't you become who you want to become? So reason number 3, you are in control, okay? This is like one of my most favorite things. You get to control who comes in, what comes in, who goes out, and what goes out, okay? With this, you need a level of discernment. God has been teaching me so much on, Michelle, self-control. Like, just because you can invite so-and-so over doesn't mean that you should necessarily do it. So living alone really puts you in control, and it hopefully helps you make good decisions. So with being in control of your space, you make decisions without feeling like you need to compromise. If there are other people in your space, other people involved, you feel like, oh, I need to please them, so I can't do this. But with living alone, you truly get to make decisions without feeling like you're being judged, without feeling like you're compromising. For example, I love listening to worship music really loud in my space. I like praying really loud in my space. I also like crying out to God very loudly. With this, I don't have to worry about the next person listening to my prayers. I don't have to worry about disturbing my parents when I'm like crying or praying. Like, I don't want my parents worrying, thinking their daughter is going crazy because she's in her room crying, you know? So with this control, you are able to set boundaries, and with good self-control, you are able to follow your boundaries and not compromise once again on those set boundaries. This leads me into reason number 4, which is you get to appreciate your personal space. You get to create your own vision as far as what you want your environment to encompass. You get to set that tone. If you like a beige colored chair, you choose your beige colored chair. If you want a black chair, you choose that. You really get to set the tone of your environment, and that feeling truly is very liberating. You conform your space to your liking, and you really don't care what other people think about your space. If they don't like it, they can totally bounce. But reason number 5 is financial independence. Living on your own gives you financial independence because 1, being out here is not cheap. Rent is not cheap. Furniture shopping is not cheap. Decorations, food is not cheap. Water bills are not cheap. Cable, Wi-Fi. There's just so much that goes into living on your own. So therefore it makes you financially responsible. You know that at the end of the month you have bills to pay. So therefore you will work hard to make money in order to pay your bills, you know? It also gives you a sense of a creative outlet, because now that you know that you have bills to pay, how can I make money? That's the ultimate question. What can I do to make money? So you become creative in that sense, and where you are always thinking about your next move. You're always thinking about ways to be resourceful. You're thinking about, oh, maybe I should become a minimalist so that I don't spend so much money, you know? You just find really crafty ways to save money, and also because you have that financial responsibility on your shoulder, you are wiser when it comes to money. So reason number 6 as to why living on your own is a great idea is the fact that you get to create a great social life. If you guys have been watching my vlogs, if you have not, please go ahead and watch my vlogs. But my vlog number 19, I had an unofficial housewarming. Some of my friends came over and I was able to host them in my space, and it was such a lovely time. So living on my own has truly impacted my social life in such a great way. You really get to improve your social life on another level. Reason number 7 as to why living on your own is a great idea is that you get to please yourself, okay? Now, don't go getting any ideas, okay? Don't go getting ideas, but in all sense of that statement, you truly get to please yourself. You can have a dance party if you want to, because why? Nobody's watching you. This is your space. You get to do whatever you want to do, whatever you feel comfortable doing in your space, and you get to truly do whatever makes you happy, because ultimately you own the space. The other day I went to Aldi and I bought some really pretty flowers. I'm gonna post a picture here for you guys. Some gorgeous flowers, because I felt like I just needed it in my space, and it literally brightened up my space and it brought so much pleasure to me. So little things like that are pleasing. So therefore, I'm going to continue buying myself flowers in my space. But overall, I hope this video really helps you guys make a decision. Those of you on that verge on contemplating whether you should move out or not, I hope the examples I provided helps you. And once again, this video is not for everybody. I'm not telling everyone to move out. I'm telling those who are financially capable and they've been thinking about this and they've prayed about this and they just need that one last go ahead. This is your sign, okay? This is your sign. Definitely moving out in 2022 has been one of the best decisions I have made all year, and God has just been so good, and I've just been enjoying this time, the season I'm in. And I hope that if you are desiring this as well, I pray that God allows you to enjoy your own space very, very soon. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.